And we return. If you haven't listened to part one yet, please go back and listen to it. Apologies for the two parts, but my computer randomly decided to blue screen and crash midstream. So, whoops, sorry about that. Anyways, the last thing I heard was before we get on with the verdict, back to the virtual reality thing.
Back to cyberspace.
Yes.
I need a vote. I have yes. Randy has no. You are going to start saying something, and then you crashed.
Yes. What I was saying is if you need a full computer, like you need to be in one place for it, like back in the 80s when you had when you had to put the telephone receiver on the cradle of the modem in order to connect the old school stuff, I would say no. That's not quite there. If you have a portable thing where you can access it at a whim, then yes. Even if you're just looking at your phone screen, like, what's that thing over there?
Yeah, I mean that's what he did basically.
Excuse me.
I would counterpoint that the original cyberspace they did have to jack into to cyberspace from a specific location.
Yeah.
All right. But still, the jacking in was they could just find somewhere nearby to just jack in, like really short notice. They didn't have to
an access port.
Yeah,
Right.
they didn't have to go home, get on their singular computer that was in only the one location.
So I'm saying yes. Barry, what's your vote?
I would say with what's in Watch Dogs, which the original game is the only one I have played, I would say that is close enough. I would say it's just on the yes side of things.
Okay. Graham.
Oh. Both are compelling arguments, and I would love to see the comments debated in the or debated, but I'm gonna have to go with yes.
All right. Sammy, I would still like your vote. And Randy, I know you said no.
I was actually going to say no.
Oh. Why?
I don't think I don't think Watch Dogs quite gets it. Like Barry says, it's like right on the edge there. He flipped on the yes side of things. I'm flipping on the no side of things.
Okay. That's fair. I will put it down as a yes. We can review this again in January.
And if you're listening and
However-
you have any input, the comments are right there.
Yes. Now, does this game feel cyberpunk? To that, I want to say almost. It's so close to feeling cyberpunk, but it just misses it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just misses out on what? Sorry, I blanked for like half a second. What? I missed that.
It
kind
misses
of
out
feels
on
like-
hitting that cyberpunk.
It feels
Yeah.
like a cyberpunk character in a not cyberpunk world.
Yeah.
It's like they started writing a cyberpunk game, but then somebody goes, "No, let's put it in the modern world."
Yeah.
So they
Yeah, I
slowed
agree to that.
everything down. Oddly enough, you didn't do fun facts, Lupus, but I do have one about this.
Go ahead.
You do realize, and I think Ubisoft regrets this now, that this is actually a shared world.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
The Watch Dogs games share the same universe with the Assassin's Creed game.
Really?
Although they've tried to backtrack several times and say no, they don't.
And fans have told them bullshit.
Yeah, the fans told them bullshit because there's a specific mission within this game where you kill the head of Abstergo Entertainment.
It's not just this game.
And then in Black Flag, the Assassin's Creed Black Flag, the head of Abstergo Entertainment, goes to Chicago and never comes back.
Yeah.
So they wrote the two games as two parts of the same story, and then somebody from Ubisoft said, having these be the same world was probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did it now, so.
Oh well.
Yeah, no take back.
Yeah.
You did it. Now we got to live with it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna have to edit it into one video at this point. It really is.
Oh,
When
my
did you
gosh.
crash this time, Barry?
My Discord crashed and that was it.
Excuse me.
So did Twitch go to your wallpaper?
No. My browser moved to, not browser, my Discord moved to my other screen, which was fortunately showing my YouTube page.
Oh, thank God.
Is OBS still running?
Yes.
So it still captured everything, but your Discord crapped out.
What did
Oh, yeah, what did you miss?
Um,
Wait, it's now live again, god damn it. What are you doing to me, Barry?
Oh shoot! It's I guess it disconnected enough. It started a third stream.
So, part 3. Sorry, he's having issues today.
Let's just merge these three.
This is a discussion for after the podcast.
Yeah.
I would like to
Anyway.
finish it before it drops again. So, has everyone given input on if it feels cyberpunk?
No.
Then give your input.
Like you said, it misses it. It is really like a cyberpunk character in a non-cyberpunk universe.
Yeah.
Although, to be honest, the main character isn't so much of a, he's not really a hacker. He's a script kiddie. He's basically using other people's software and other people's hacks
Mm,
to play
Touche.
vigilante.
yeah.
Which he does well. Although it is never said who wrote that program. So it's possible he wrote it. But anyway, let's get on to verdicts. Now, Sammy, have you given your input on if it feels cyberpunk? Everyone went quiet.
Yep.
I'm waiting for Sammy to speak. So, you're waiting for Sammy to speak, but
Yeah, but I don't want dead air. And
yeah.
I'm waiting to see if Sammy will respond.
Now watch, it's Sammy's Discord who's crapped out.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, I haven't gotten a message back, so I don't know. But either way, let's move on to verdicts, and we can get back to Sammy in a minute.
Okay.
Sorry.
There we are.
Hey!
We were talking to you, but have you given input on if it feels cyberpunk?
Yes.
Okay, good. I thought you had, but I want to confirm before I skipped you. So
Cyberpunk guy and a non-cyberpunk god. There you go.
Yeah.
So my verdict is probably cyberpunk adjacent or borderline cyberpunk. It'd be one of those two, and I feel like with this game, it's kind of a toss-up because it's got a lot of the elements
Alright.
but it doesn't have that. It doesn't have enough of it just to fit perfectly as Cyberpunk. So
Mm.
I'm voting for one of those two. We can discuss if it comes down to it.
Alright.
Barry, what are your thoughts?
Um. Yeah, it's about what I get.
Okay. Um,
I'm kind of preoccupied with thinking about what I'm going to do after we end, but I've got some
that's fine.
ideas.
Grim?
I'm gonna say borderline cyberpunk.
Okay. Randy?
It is not Cyberpunk. It's not there.
Okay.
It needs to bake for a game or two.
Okay. Sammy?
It is not Cyberpunk.
Okay. So I got
I
two
can see that.
Borderlines, two not Cyberpunks, and Barry is undecided.
Well, and Barry needs to decide out of those two.
Yeah, it's
To be Cyberpunk, it needs to be Cyberpunk, not one character placed in a non-Cyberpunk world.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that
Alright.
is a fair argument. I'm gonna go
We
ahead
will
and
make
change
it
mine.
not Cyberpunk.
It feels like it was actively reaching for that cyberpunk, but it was like trying to reach for something all the way across the room and you don't want to get up.
Alright. So I am locking it in right now. For this episode, not Cyberpunk.
Right?
So, Barry, while I get this all finished, why don't you tell us where we can find you?
Um, the short version, because my connection doesn't seem to want to stabilize. You can find me at KHZHAK, like you can see on the screen, on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. I'm also on those. If you search for my username on Google and your safe search is turned off, that's your problem. My schedule is on Twitter. It's generally weekdays at 7 p.m. Central, Wednesday and Friday today, 6 p.m. Central, and then there's occasionally stuff on the weekends, or just go to my Twitch, and if one of my friends is streaming, I'm hosting them while that's a feature on there. And that's it for me. Who's next?
Randy.
You can find me Tuesday nights at 10ish p.m. on Unearthly Podcast, where we talk about all things Doctor Who. We are looking forward to the Jodie Whittaker's final episode at the end of the month. You can also find me Wednesday nights, usually starting at 6 or 7, lasting for about an hour, hour and a half, where Matt, myself, Barry, and Zareth all go play a ghost hunting game.
And we die from ghosts, and it is fun.
Mainly Zareth and Matt and Barry.
Other than that, you
I
can
don't think
occasionally
Randy
find me on
does
a
as
Conan
much.
Exile stream with my girlfriend Erin, usually on Sunday nights, but sometimes other nights of the week. And that's about it.
All right. Well, for this podcast, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch by searching Gen Cyberpunk Pod. Our YouTube channel is Generation Cyberpunk. You can find that by searching Generation Cyberpunk Podcast. If you want to hear more from our group, check out the Thanks for Nothing podcast on the FML Productions YouTube channel. We do various D&D campaigns on that channel and are in the process of making an anime. If you want to donate, we have a Ko-fi link in the description of the Thanks for Nothing podcast or on the screen right there. Donations are welcome, but by no means necessary. Next week, we will cover the 2016 video game Watch Dogs 2.
Ooh.
Until then,
Cyberpunk, then its predecessor.
yeah, basically the argument. Until then, we will see you later, Cyberpunks.